Welcome back to Mr. DuPage's classroom. This lesson is for my Algebra 1 class. It is 3.4 Proportions Day 1. As you can see, the first three problems are review, so why don't you go ahead and give yourself some time, give those a shot. Let's see how you can do. Alright, let's see how you did. Number 1, go ahead, and the first step is we're going to look in the parentheses, see if we can do anything. Well, 1 minus 2x, there is nothing we can do. So we're going to go ahead and distribute the 5. That would give me 5 minus 10x is equal to negative 25. The next step, we need to try to combine like terms. Well, 5 minus 10x, there's no like terms there we can combine. So we need to get the x by itself. We'll subtract 5, subtract 5. That would give us negative 10x is equal to negative 30. Divide by negative 10, divide by negative 10, x equals positive 3. The other way you could have done that is you could have divided by 5 to start with. That would have left you with 1 minus 2x on the left would be equal to negative 5, and that still would have worked out. Okay? Let's look at number 2. We have an x on both sides of the equation. I have always said I want to keep my x positive as much as possible. So in order to do that, or in order to keep my x positive when I bring one of my two x's over, I would move my negative 4x. So I would add 4x, add 4x. That would give me 5 equals 6x minus 13. Now I need to try to get the x by itself, so I'll add 13. That would give me 18 equals 6x. Go ahead and divide by 6. So x would also equal 3. Number 3, remember now that if there is a large fraction bar, just like this problem has, number 3 has, I need to multiply by 3 first. That would leave me with 3x minus 12 is equal to 6. Now I need to get x by itself, so I'll add 12. So 3x equals 18. Divide by 3. X equals 6. Hopefully you did pretty well on those because those were review. Now on to some vocabulary. A blank is a comparison of two numbers by division. That is known as a ratio. We can write a ratio 3 ways. The first way would be A to B. Second way would be A colon B, and the third way would be A over B. All these things mean exactly the same thing. So A to B, A to B, A to B is how you would read all three of those. Okay? A ratio is a rate if A and B are different units. All right, let's go to number 1. Let's see how you did. Well, if we cross multiply, we'd get 12x is equal to 96. If I divide that by 12, divide by 12, x would equal 8. Okay? Number 2, I'm going to go ahead and cross multiply. So it'd be 4y is equal to 18. If I divide by 4, y would be equal to 18 over 4. Those are both divisible by 2. So it would be 9 over 2. Okay. Number 3, we want to go ahead and cross multiply again. Remember, I like to write my answers after I've cross multiplied in the numerator. So it would be 30 is equal to 5x. If I divide by 5, 6 would equal x. Number 4, here I have w plus 6 and w minus 4. This is just like our second example from up above where I'm going to need to make parentheses around my quantities. So when I cross multiply, what I will have is 3 times the quantity of w minus 4 is equal to 5 times the quantity of w plus 6. Distribute. Here, I would have 3w minus 12 is equal to 5w plus 30. Now I have to get all the variables on the same side, so I would subtract by 3w. That would keep my variable positive. So this would be negative 12 is equal to 2w plus 30. Get the variable by itself, I would subtract 30. So I would have negative 42 is equal to 2w. Divide by 2, divide by 2. Negative 21 equals w. Okay. Number 5, again, I have a quantity x minus 1, so I need to put that in parentheses and go ahead and cross multiply. It'd be 10 times the quantity x minus 1 is equal to 11x. Distribute, so I'd have 10x minus 10 is equal to 11x. If I subtract the 10x from both sides, I would end up with negative 10 is equal to x. And number 6, again, I need to use parentheses, cross multiply. This would give me 6 times the quantity z plus 2 is equal to 4 times the quantity z minus 4. Distribute. 6z plus 12 is equal to 4z minus 16. Subtract my 4z. So 2z plus 12 is equal to negative 16. Subtract my 12. 2z would be equal to negative 28. Divide by 2, divide by 2. Z is equal to negative 14. And that is our video for today. Remember that a ratio is comparison of two numbers by division. It can be written as a to b, a colon b, or a over b. A ratio is a rate if a and b are different units. A unit rate is a rate with a denominator of 1. That would be like 17 miles per hour, which would be 17 miles over 1 hour. And a proportion is an equation that states that two ratios are equal. In order to solve proportions, we will cross multiply. If you understood all of those things from this video, then you will be fine. If not, please make sure you ask a question tomorrow, and have a great day.